Yep, that's the problem. That's the problem. I have to do everything all at once because it's the time that I have. It's just something for later then. I just figured out that this is pieces in 6/4. That's right. Yeah, that's because generally I kind of pivot from what I'm doing work wise over to original stuff. Hey Chirag, how's it going? How is it going? We're playing the harp. We're playing the harp from Prokofiev. Yeah, Prokofiev's awesome. This could almost be a nocturne. It's not quite mood like a melody dominant enough. I feel like nocturnes need a more dominant melody. Maybe not. Yeah, I love this. Thank you. Jazzy Kapustin type. That'd be fun, especially since you say that you like jazz chords and like seventh chords. That'd be kind of right down that alley. That's right. And then, oh yeah. What's it? is voicing things interestingly, like how you're supposed to make a triad sound cool. Oh, triads are the best. I love triads. So, okay, first thing, where is the triad? So, if it's in the middle of the piano, sounds pretty good. As you get higher, it gets kind of tinkly and not as good sounding. It just sounds really tinny. And then as you go down, probably right around G, it just starts to not sound very good. But these closed voicings are just not a good setup to begin with anyway. Hey, once Aurora. So the first thing you can do, the really obvious one that people love, is 1, 5, 3. This sounds great everywhere. Again though, you start to run into problems the lower you get. So that kind of gets you that. So let's imagine you want to do it a little bit less poppy. Well, start doing inversions and start to really be specific with it. I've been making music for a long time. Yes, I have. Hello from Russia. Awesome. Come on in. So let's try to really explore with just triads for a second, just to challenge ourselves. So you could actually take out the third. That could be the first thing you do. It's got actually kind of a really nice open. That's what a lot of times people call that. Shallow. Oh, by Lady Gaga. Golden hour? Sure. Power chords are great. I love power chords. Copeland loves power chords. Roberto, fermata work? Ooh, good question. So fermata is basically a pause, but the type of pause is a little bit dependent on the music, but mostly it's all about what effect you're trying to achieve. Yeah, I've seen the Don't Cry, I've seen others. Talk about fermata for a second. So let's imagine there's a fermata here. Probably the best thing to know is what type of timing I'm wanting. Is it a dramatic timing? Is it a funny timing? And then the second is hearing how long it lasts, right? See how that keeps ringing out? And then I want to time the dynamic of me coming in at the right point. So if that's loud and I want to come in soft, I'll wait for it to die and then. You hold down the chord. If the fermata's over the chord, you hold the chord down. If the fermata's on the rest after the chord, then yeah, you let go of it. Andulafe, the trick with learning piano. So I learned the traditional way, old lady at the beginning, and then went down a different path after that. I would say what you're really trying to do with learning piano is you want to figure out sort of where that sweet spot between resources, patience, self-drive all kind of meet. So if you have very little resources, you don't have money to pay a piano teacher, you don't have time, and you got a lot of self-determination, then maybe you just go off on your own and just do it on your own. But maybe actually the equation's the opposite way. Maybe you got a little bit of money, maybe you got a little bit of time on the side, but you don't really have too much self-drive. Well, then get a piano teacher. Lovely by Billy. Well, we're getting to stuff. Optim, you're from Russia? Bye. See you later, Blake. Do you still get bad habits if you're self-teaching and playing so that there's no tension and absolute comfort? It just really depends. Yeah, no problem, Colette. I think if you've got a good teacher, you can avoid a lot of it. You can avoid a lot of tension and things if you've got a good teacher, but if you got a bad teacher, they'll mess you up. So it's not like just as simple as you got a teacher, you're gonna avoid tension and bad habits, and if you got a bad teacher, and you don't have a teacher, then you're gonna get them. Some people I know who are self-taught really play very relaxed because they never had anybody to freak them out and give them anxiety by telling them no. But then other people I know who are self-taught play very tense because no one was there to tell them, hey, put those shoulders down a bit. So, yeah, I remember you undefeated. I'm just making this up. Thank you. Midwest. Yeah, camera's inverted right now. What's the easiest and hardest one you've ever done on piano? Such a celebratory song it is. I went a lot by the feel of it. Chirag, I totally underscore what Wind of Change is writing. The more theory you know, the more ideas you're going to get. And the easier it's going to be to know why something was good or bad. That's really, really honestly the trick of it. Yeah, no, it's the camera's inverted. I'm not being weird and playing it backwards. Golden Hour, we already did just play Golden Hour. John Cage 433 is indeed the hardest. Yes, absolutely the hardest thing. Yeah, theory is fantastic. Theory is absolutely great. Embrace. Embrace it. I don't know, is that a song? It looks like it's a song. We'll see. We'll see if it turns out to be a song. Oh. Apparently it's a song I have to buy, so I'll play the very beginning of it from the little preview it gives me. Okay. I can raid you while you play on your piano. I don't even know what that even means. Can you get a shout out? Clark, I said your name. I don't know if that's what you were asking. No, Cocteau Twins. I don't know any songs. That's the honest truth about these streams. I'd never heard a single song in my life. So that's what makes it fun. I'm very much generally joking, but a lot of these songs I don't know. Night Changes, I've seen that a million times. Okay, Interstellar, I will play a little bit of that, and guess what? I just actually did a cover of Interstellar. So once you get out of this, you need to just pull up on a separate tab my cover of Interstellar. Go to my channel right after this and watch that. I'm trying to do covers very, very soon to really get more love in what people like. You know, people love the interstellars, they love the rushies, they love all this. Bryan Adams. I'm pulling up different things. We already technically did. There we go. That was your speed run of Golden Hour. Interstellar, sure. You know, in many ways, I tried to go more with a more chill thing. Yeah, so Chopin enthusiast, I would not say that he's overrated. Hans Zimmer is not overrated. He is appropriately rated. He is probably easily one of the most important composers in the last 50 years, for sure. Like, there's John Williams, and then he's way up there too. Yeah, let me pin that message so people have it. That's huge. But what I will say about Hans Zimmer is it is fairly one-dimensional music, but it's one-dimensional in a way that's really important. So it's the one dimension is this raw emotion, like, right? And he basically invented the like soundtrack that's just like one note for the whole time. Huge, huge, huge thing. Correct. You know, in many ways, he's the Nirvana of film composers. So Nirvana is super awesome. Like, Nirvana is not overrated at all. Nirvana is incredible. But everyone took Nirvana style and they made it crappy. And so in many ways, Hans Zimmer is kind of that for film scores. Titanic, I'm trying to think. Actually, I already got a lot of stuff pulled up. Let me play some of this stuff. I don't know this song at all, but she's ready too.
Yes.
All right, let's continue on. Night changes. Everybody loves this. You're watching this? You'll subscribe if I can play the Titanic? Can't play the Titanic. It's too hard. I'm just kidding. Can you become as good as you without classes and self-taught? That is a really loaded question. The answer is can you? Can is yes. Will you? Probably not. How much longer am I going to be live streaming? Maybe another 20 or 30 minutes. We'll see. Probably right at about to an hour. No, I'll get to Titanic. I'll get to Rushy too for all those that are spamming Rushy. Yeah, if you want it, you'll get there. But what I will say is, there's certain things that are hard to overcome. Like a lot of the way that I understand theory is from years of working in classes. But then again, a lot of it I did on my own. So. I very much disagree with you there, Charles. You technically don't need to know anything, but man, does it help. Ooh, life on Mars, that'd be fun. I'm gonna pull that out, and then I will. I'll do some of these that everybody's requesting. I'm curious about this. For the first 15 years, I played without knowing anything. Okay, so here's the deal. just because you can do something doesn't mean it's the optimal best way of doing it. So can you learn piano or music knowing no theory? The answer is 100% yes. You don't need to know any theory. But why? Why would you choose that path? Like, it's so okay, let me give you a couple examples. So actually let's do this in a song for a second. I love conversations about this though, so hopefully you're not taking offense that I take a different point of view, because you've got 25 years, like limited resources at the time. That's one of the first things that comes up. If you don't have context, you don't have people helping you out, you got to do stuff on your own, and that's awesome. That's great. But let's say I'm gonna be playing, for example, Life on Mars right here. It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go. So, let's say I wanted to learn that, but I had no theory. I have to go F C F A, E C E A, E C E flat A, D D D F sharp A, and again, we're not an idiot, so we see that the bottom note's going down, and then we go up to G minor, then we descend. But if instead I go, hey, we're on F major, we're descending down to D7, which is now the dominant 5 going up to G minor, and then that descends down to C7, brings us back to F major. I just went through, and instead of having to deal with 3 to 4 distinct notes that I have to organize in my head per chord, we're talking like 40 different pieces of information. I just summarized it into literally 2 sentences. F going down to D7, going up to G minor, going down to C7, which is the dominant going to F major. So that makes it so much easier. Walks through a sunken dreams to the sea with the clearest view, and she's hooked on the silver screen of her phone as a sounding board. I love this song. It's so well organized. Such a good song. Yeah, exactly, Charles. So, I will say this though, there is a whole other side of this where I know people who, unless they know stuff dead cold and they know what every chord is called and they know all different things, they will just like have to know everything before they can just play. And that's its own problem, right? It's just, so I will say that there's certain credibility for both. But I will say, when you really look into it, you'll notice that actually a lot of people know more than they let on. Rondo alla Turca, could do that. We did Rushy. There was another one that everybody was saying that everybody always asks for. We'll get to it. I want to do this request on the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, it's always a good place to be. The Discord, the Discord. Let's see. Here we go. Good old Kapustin. Concert Etude number 1. This should be interesting. Man, he's got such a good sound. I'm leaving now if you don't play Rana Turca. Again, everything on my, ooh, Hey Arnold, sure. How can I imitate that style? Get good at jazz. Get good at jazz and then play it in a much more rhythmically sort of a lot more aggression. Carol of the Bells, we can do Carol of the Bells. Yes, I want to do Abstract March. I want to talk about that. This lovely gentleman's piece, CV Gaming. Rondo alla Turca, I will do it. The issue, people like are all crazy about like, if you don't play this, I'll leave all this stuff. It's like, you do realize there's like a billion people asking for songs. So, yep, I see ya, Carol of the Bells. Let It Be would be fun. But let me do this Abstract March first. Oh, I'll do Carol of the Bells. How long have I been playing? Stop spamming Jesus is Lord. I see you. I already said hi. Remember my promise of saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Chopin enthusiast, I hate to tell you, I don't think you're gonna get there entirely just by listening, although that will help. Do this for me. Play the blues, but don't play the blues in like a normal. You know what you actually should learn? The Dave Grooves in Memphis stop. Is it Memphis Stomp? Yeah. Maybe actually this would be a little terrifying of a thing. This Dave Grusin would be a good way, because basically imagine doing a jazz improv, but then like dialing up the complexity because it's classical, so you can really do whatever. Zuckerberg, yep, totally Zuckerberg. Okay, I want to go to this with CV Gaming. So he's got a tune called Abstract March, and we are going to do a little bit of, first of all, sight reading it, but then second of all, working on critiquing it a little bit. So the first thing I see, Abstract March, I see Opus 4, I see Allegro, dotted quarter note equals 132. That's pretty fast. So ba 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 bum ba ba bum 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 is 120. So we're talking a little bit faster. We're probably not going to sight read it that fast, but that is fast. It is in the key of G flat major, although I see an E flat at the beginning, which let me lead to be E flat minor. So let's read a little bit. And then, okay. And then, ooh, I like that. Okay, getting real crunchy with it. And then okay, this is nice. Yeah, that's before the C. Then, okay. I'm digging a lot of the ideas here. Shares of metal? No, sorry. Modern love in all 7 modes. There you go. Solfeggetto. Solfeggetto's fun. Yes, that's actually a good point. Seems hard, but it's actually pretty easy, solfeggetto. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I don't have a ton to throw out there. What I'm really liking is this idea of like doing something very in the key and then going more weird with it and doing a lot of dissonance and a lot of polytonal stuff. My general comment just from what I've seen so far is I think I'd like, and again, this is kind of similar to the other thing, and maybe this is just your style, and so sorry if it's just your style, but I kind of like, I'd prefer having bits of the craziness that's going to push into the polytonal stuff. So for example, like I'd almost prefer, so you got the beginning. And then, hold on, before you go to here, very nice little tag there. I probably would almost want an intro that's more like this. And then, nice. And then like, and then, ya da da da, da 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 da. You know, okay. Two general thoughts to think about this. Here's two general thoughts that I would like on this. The first would be to just tip the scales a little bit, give a little bit of the experimentalness to come, and the bitonality to come. And then the second thing that I'd really like to see is I like to see a little bit of melodic or motivic cohesion with the bitonality. So you have this ya da da da, ya da da da, da 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 da, ya da da da. And then I really like it to actually maybe stay the same thing, but now maybe it's in a different da 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 da, and then like ya da da da, ya da da da, and then you can do the longer melody. Okay, here's the funny story about this. That would be like my two quick thoughts is in the non-bitonal sections, push the harmony, just squeeze it a little bit more. So it gives a little more hint of what's coming. And then the second is more the melodies, the dissonance comes from the melody being in the wrong key, not the dissonance comes from choosing an entirely different motif. And then if you want to do like a parallel period thing where you do it once in it and then once out of the key and then you go from there into something different, that's really cool. Hi Zuckerberg, sure, all that. Layering one voice over another, like C major with F sharp major. So like so we could go so we got, right? Yes, let me go to there. Right? We could do that, but instead we could actually play Hey Jude in two different keys, right? Hey, hey Jude, don't make it bad, make a sad song, and make it better. Right? Creates all sorts of dissonance. Sorry, Oliver Ives, you probably didn't want to hear Hey Jude in two different keys. Let's go and do this 65. You know, I just realized, I think this has a built-in feature where I can hear it, right? Ooh, this is nice. Okay, I see what you're doing. So it flows better, of course, at tempo. I still think I stand beside like this, and this is something as I've gotten older. The more ideas, the longer development I want. So I'd love to have this is MuseScore. I love today. Yes, the short today, weirdly enough, is a bitonal thing. See you later, Bonsai. I love to have it developed out more. So I feel like what I just heard could be like 4 pages. Now, again, you could just decide you wanted this dense. And if you had it this dense, then maybe longer you play, harder to watch. I have no idea what that means. No idea what that means. It depends on what you're going for, because of course you could just have a really dense prelude, like a really dense piece, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think that some of these sections could be eked out a little bit longer, give a little bit more, especially at the faster tempo too. Okay, lots of really great ideas. Lots of really great ideas. Well, you should ask him how long he's been doing it, for sure. Everyone's got a different life experience, Chopin enthusiasts, so yes, comparison really is the thief of joy. And then there's this part. Page. Man, so good. Dave Grusin is so awesome. Bartok, Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky mix, yeah. Dry hands? Sure. Sure, we'll do dry hands, and then I'm probably gonna play something on my own, and then we're gonna get out of here. Actually, you know what I'll do for these guys? Because oh, that would be so mean. I feel like I should do it anyway. I just, I'll play something. Well, we'll have the judge. We'll have the chat be the judge. Where from? I want to start playing piano. I also have one of my brother. Cool. Where from do I start? I'm gonna play something from when I was like, I think I wrote this when I was 14. Comparison is the thief of joy. So, I mean, C4 418 is probably like what, 12? And we're more music that's gonna have a bigger impact in the world than we'll ever do, any of us. What is it? more thing. I'll play an original that I did like when I was like 14. Let me see if I remember it. Oh, it wasn't. I can't remember that part at all. I forgot that part. Yeah, it changes time signature a lot. Watch more than 20 videos on YouTube to learn piano, but I'm confused. What is the first step to learn piano and play songs? Okay, I'm gonna make a series of videos on this, but let me summarize it, and then I gotta go. Counterpoint is awesome. I love counterpoint. Counterpoint's really good. I'm gonna stop playing for now. I'm gonna answer this one question, and then I'm out of here. So here's the answer to your question. The very first step is to determine where the letters are on the piano. That's at least what I think. So you go 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 2. That's the pattern of the black keys. You can start at the very lowest note, which is A, or you can find a group of 3 black keys, go to the right in the middle. It's A B C D E F G A G F E D C B A. Then you go down 2 black keys in the middle is D. You go D F A C E G B D. That skips, right? And then back down D B G E C A F D. Once you get that down, you're going to have everything you need to be able to start learning songs. For example, Ode to Joy is E E F G G F E D C C D E E D D. Stuff like that. Ivan, I do need to get rolling. Somebody was asking about watch hours. I kept forgetting to answer. We were at 2,999 and we needed 3,000 to turn on donations. That was like really annoying. So, record it and then send it on there. But anyway, appreciate you, Ivan. I do. I'm gonna Rick. I'm gonna make a. Like a series. Because I think people in general have they they complicate or they oversimplify. There's nothing really in the middle, as far as I'm concerned, as to how you could learn it. So anyway, thanks everybody. Good vibes today. Peace out, everybody. You guys have a good rest of your day, and watch the Interstellar cover. It's a good one to do. Watch it. Let's pump those numbers.